I bid you all good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever you be watching this transmission. Thanks for joining us. $8 a gallon U.S. $8 U.S. a gallon. Is that going to happen? Could it happen? Well, it's been in discussion for a long time, and they're looking for reasons to bring gas, obviously, to $8 a gallon. Well, not because the cost of production is going up, and not because the cost of transportation is going up, because the price of the oil went down significantly, almost to $20 a few years back a barrel. What is going on? You would think the price of food would have gone down and everything, but nothing went down 5-6 years ago. Now, we're in 2021, March 10. What is happening? Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Let's take a look. Let's go right to article scan right now. Here it is. So, last week, I made my prediction for oil to be $100 to the moon, oil prices to go up. There it is right there. That's my video prediction there. Now, it ties into another oil video. There's many oil videos on this channel, but there's this one here specifically from 11 months ago. And I was watching the charts, and can oil bounce back to $65 a barrel by March 2021? Well, let's take a look. Well, here it is. Oil's at $63. Could it reach 65? It's already passed almost close to 70 bucks. It was flirting with 70 bucks up here, 67, 68 bucks up here the other day. And there it is right there. We're in March right now, and if things go right, we may see a $100 barrel. Now, let's look at the last 6 months. Pay attention, guys. Look at that. It's been steadily going up. And I bought oil over here in the fall of last year. So I've been buying a lot of oil here, and oil's been upticking. And that is a major, major issue, because I remember very clearly, and I made the videos are there, you can see them. I made very specific videos discussing, hey, wait a second here. If the price of oil goes to $20 a barrel, which it almost $23 a barrel, which it did 5-6 years ago, if you guys remember that very clearly, it did go down to that. And then what? The price of food went up. The price of gas went up. The price of everything went up. Didn't make any sense. Oh, back in the day when 5 years ago when gas, let's go back here to the chart so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Back here, okay, when oil was at, so here it is right here, when oil in 2014 is what I'm talking about, is what I'm hinting on here. In 2014, when oil was just over $100 a barrel, if you guys remember when it was at $140 a barrel in 2008, made a massive correction. And I'm talking about this, 2011, 2012. That's when housing started to take off. $100 a barrel, 106, 113. Well, what happened? Well, the price of food went up when it hit $111 a barrel. I remember this very clearly. The price of food went up so high that the price of food was outstripping my rent. I was paying more for food than I was for rent. I made a video about that too. So that's what's going on. And now we're seeing the patterns that yes, let's look at the month. Let's look at the last month of oil. Let's 6 months. 6 months is a little bit better. There it is right there. There it is right there. So can we see an $8 gallon in the United States of America? Well, hold on to your horses. Let's take a look at what's going on. So this little WordPress blog has been going around. And obviously, it's going to be blaming the Trump administration. U.S. fuel expert predicts $8 a gallon gas by June 2021. So a couple of months away. With this, full speed ahead, attitude towards destroying everything from former President Donald Trump did for our country, our dear leader at the White House. So Joe, so jealous of Biden may be ramping up to pull money right out of your pocket and hand it over to Satan himself. So that's what's happening right here. While that may be ridiculous overreach, it remains true that gas prices have steadily rose since Biden was elected back in November. January, if you're delusional and it took you a while to come to reality, or not at all, if you're mentally, okay, I'm not going to go into this. There's a lot of swearing in this. So there it is. Oh, they love to go all Keystone Pipeline, crying about this. That thing came about during the Clinton administration, and we've been fine without it since then. So a lot of people are pointing the finger at Keystone and this and this and that. So here it is. This one's coming out of Canada. Now, pay attention. This one's out of Canada. Gas prices rising in Canada. When to expect relief at the pump. Now, here's the deal with this, guys. Here's the deal with that. Now, obviously, the price of transporting, all that stuff hasn't gone up. The price of refining, all that stuff is the same. If anything, it's gone down because we got more technologically advanced. So gas should be technically cheaper. What's going up? It's the taxes. Tons of tax on tax on tax on tax. Now, this COVID relief has to be paid for by the people, obviously the middle class, who owns the most vehicles per capita. It's not the minimum wage earners. It's because they take public transit and they're green. It's the middle class that need a car to go to work, that actually live 3 cities away, that actually have to drive an hour to commute to work. Those are the ones that are going to be hit hard, right? So that's why they're going to push for working from home. Now, if you work from home, they're actually looking to pass a law that you're going to pay more tax now to the federal government if you're not commuting anymore and you're not transporting and spending money on lunch while you're out. You're going to have to pay more tax to the federal government if you actually work from home. And they're looking at passing that bill in the United States and in Canada. You will pay more to work from home. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So let's move on here. So there it is. Gas prices rising in Canada. When to expect. So this is from 3 days ago. So this is an article. They're referring to California at the beginning. If you've noticed gasoline prices have been going up in California, you're not alone. In fact, California has the highest average gas price in the country. The average gas prices on a week on the month have increased all 50 states of the District of Columbia on Friday. The national average of $2.75 per gallon is a 33-cent increase from a month ago and 31 cents more than the last time. According to the AAA report, it's the most expensive daily average since August 2019. So if we go back to our graph and we go back to August 2019, we start to see the patterns here. So August 2019... So wait, it is August. There it is. That's when fuel right there. August 2019 was roughly at $54 a barrel. Now it's pushing 63. Of course, fuel is definitely, and there's that little pocket we got, a little gap in there where fuel slightly went down. So in California, the average price for regular is $3.72 per gallon. That's about $4.50 Canadian. The median grade was going for $3.89 average, and premium gas for $4.01. As of Friday, this is the highest average in the country. But Hawaii, Washington, and Nevada are now above $3 per gallon average as well. Part of the reason that gas prices increases is the winter storm. So they're blaming the winter storm. The problem is, will we see a correction, right? That crippled Texas and much of America, American South in February. 26 U.S. refineries were pushed offline as refinery utilization went from the average 83% to 68%. So why did the refineries go down? Well, what happened was a lot of the refineries did go down. Okay, now let's talk about the power plants, coal power plants. Now, during the Obama administration, if you owned a coal power plant, you would be sued by the Obama, like they had ways of suing you because you're producing too much carbon. And what happened was with the coal was if you produce too much, so that's why coal went from 100% usage to like less than 30% usage, and that basically crippled a lot of the power plants in Texas. So they were at risk of being fined and paying carbon credits. Remember the carbon credit system? Well, the carbon credit system is real. And those companies would pay carbon credits if they produce too much CO2. So that's why a lot of them basically went offline to basically not get sued. Believe it or not, it's true. Look it up. So let's keep going here. So the hurricane season in March bring most expensive pump prices in 2021. So they're looking at serious pump increases, prices. And they're actually broadcasting this all over the place. Here's why gas prices keep going up and how likely they are to rise. So there it is. So again, I don't have to read much. It just talks about COVID right here. Once they talk about COVID, that's it. You don't need to read any more of it. So oil prices expect to hit $82 by summer, according to multiple media reports. But what does that mean for gas? That's the question, right? They're just going to charge the tax on the tax on the tax. So here is the article of all articles here that basically give us the blueprint of why they think. So here it is. $8 gas prices possible with no fracking, energy expert says. So $8 gas prices. Even though fracking is losing money, they are losing money with fracking. it is also creating this ripple effect across the price of gas. Motorists could be in for a rude awakening at the gas pump for if anti-fracking advocates get their way, according to the Industry Insider. Myron Ebel, the director of Center of Energy, Environment, and Competitive Enterprise Institute, predicts that gas prices will triple the national average if fracking is halted. If we get rid of fracking, we're going to see $6 to $8 gallon gasoline, possibly. He said during the interview Fox Business, if we get rid of fracking, we're going to see an $6 to $8 gallon gasoline, probably. So there it is. So on Wednesday, CNN Climate Change Town Hall, the 2020 Democratic presidential candidates attempt to over-vilify the industry. The 10 candidates discussed their aggressive environmental proposal to wean America off fossil fuels. I think it's too early, too late. So this is way before this is from 2019. So we saw what happened in Texas. We saw what happened with them trying to go solar and all that other Mickey Mouse. So could we see an $8 gas, $8 a gallon gas? Comment below. I want to know what you guys think about this, because this is some major discussion that's floating. They're saying by summer, others are predicting by Christmas 2021, we will see an $8 gallon. So this is going to force people to work from home. If people work from home, they have to obviously consume less, but they're going to be paying more tax to stay home. That's going to be added to your taxes that you in Canada. They take off the deductions every week. So a lot of people pay a lot of money in tax here because we get taxed on our labor, and they're going to tax us more on our labor because we don't have to leave our homes. So it's going to be very interesting to see where things head. Anyways, guys, let me know in the comments below. $8 US a gallon. Could we see it? Or am I just severely delusional and I have no idea what I'm talking about? $100 oil. Are we going to see it by the end of this year? Look forward to reading your comments. Mike Martin's here. I have spoken. Thanks for watching.